Tables. I just want to set the tripod down. So I got it plugged in and charging. My table's kind of a hot mess. There we go. All right. Hopefully the camera doesn't come flying out of there, because that's usually what happens. But anyways, I'll wait for some people to get in here. Not doing a whole heck of a lot of heavy customizing today, because I don't really think I need to. Hopefully, anyways. Maybe I should grab some. I was thinking in my brain about using some toothpicks with this. Paper towel stuck under my foot. Where is my tub of toothpicks? I have a little thing. What's that back there, Fabric? Hey, that Asian dude. How's it going? Hope you're having a swell evening. Everything's kind of like shoved that way at my desk. Hey, Art. Wanted to do something fun for this stream. I know I got some commissions to work on, but I'm kind of excited about messing with this thing. Because if you guys know, recently picked up the Drownviper. Got this. It was literally the last live stream we did. So we unboxed this. Super sweet. Probably the best Playmates kaiju figure of all time so far. This thing's great. And one thing I noticed, at least I'm hoping, is that a lot of these sockets kind of seem like they're the same size. So to test that, I managed to find another one of these. So I'm going to tear this one apart, and we're going to try to make it even longer, is what I'm hoping. We still have to do the review, which will be fine, because as long as I don't have to heavy modify anything, I literally just have to tear it back apart and assemble, because one of the heads I'm going to modify, one will leave alone for now. Until I get the video done, and then I might modify the other head to, I think it'd be kind of cool to have like the Hayakon like holding one. Or even on the ground whenever that comes out. So that'd be cool. That, and also to be able to do photos of like this fully lawn. It's not big enough. I don't know what you're talking about. What you see in the movie, this guy, what I would like to pose it next to, this thing needs to be so much longer. Hong Kong BattleCon? Do you mean the Playmates one? It's cool. Actually, I didn't really mind those ones just because the color scheme I thought was kind of unique looking. They're weird. They're not for everybody, but I always thought they were pretty sweet. But anyways, I was just talking about how I need, at least I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some toothpicks, and I have a tub of them, but my stuff gets shifted around so much here that I don't know where the tub might have gone. Part of the course for the live streams. Usually I lose something. And I'm never quite prepared. Because I know I don't have a lid on it, so it should have just been like right here. Should have been. Guys, this is going to watch me struggle for like 45 minutes. Well, anyways, I can mess with that later. Primary purpose of this one is I want to see if I can extend it out, and I also want to chop these teeth off. And fun thing about the hammer videos, I tend to have a lot of random things hanging out, and looking through my pile of parts, I found this dinosaur, and one that kind of sucks is these teeth are a little fudged up on this side. But I think I can work with that. And that's kind of what I was I think I got a few of them hanging out on the table. Because I got to clean it up. Funny enough, I might be able just to scrounge around enough toothpicks to get the job done. We'll wait and see. I could maybe even use some support stands. Some 3D print support stands might do it. Do you think the toys cry when you break them? All the time. Child's running around upstairs. All right, so anyways, I'm going to angle you guys down. I'm going to try to work on this. My only current fear is I have to use an X-Acto blade. Sometimes don't have the best luck with those. But what I am going to do is I'm going to pop the head off, which is pretty easy to do. Angle the teeth as far down, or jaw as far down as I can get it, and then I'm going to take this and just shave these off. To be honest, you maybe could carve the existing teeth, but the way they look in the movie is they're shorter than this and they're more compact. Like it almost has like a bunch of rows of teeth is what it looks like. So my thought was this would kind of give me the right size, and then I could kind of just interlace it with toothpicks and then go over it with like a little bit of resin. Is what I'm hoping. That's if I can find enough random toothpicks in order to get the job done. I'm using a heat gun just to soften this up a little bit. Hopefully make cutting it a lot easier. I'll have to do it with this and the whatever the T-Rex jaws. Some of these I might be able to save, because I honestly don't mind some of these, but like these like big goofy ones. Like I need the front of this and these especially gone. So these three, probably just those four, I would probably be okay. The rest of these can probably hang out. I just want to be careful not. You always want to cut away from yourself. And I just want to try to avoid cutting into the ton if I can. So we're doing a little bit of dental work. I always say try to cut away from yourself, but then it's also kind of hard sometimes with the angle that things are. But as best as you can. All right. Now I'm just going to try to clean this up a little bit. So we want this a little bit shorter. So I'm going to try to get as flush to the mouth as humanly possible. I don't know why, but whenever my wife's changing my daughter's diaper, she just screams, and I don't understand. It's like she's being murdered every time. Steve the dentist. Like I said, using X-Acto blade, try not to cut towards yourself. I've been doing this for a long time, so I kind of got the feel for when cutting towards myself that I'm not going to jam it into me. But that being said, accidents can still happen, so definitely don't recommend it. Also, for some odd reason, I didn't think his tongue was painted. I don't know why. Just in my brain, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's not painted right there." Yeah, I definitely feel like we can get those likes up, especially with like 30 people hanging on here. 100%. Who doesn't like watching dental work being done on action figures? I mean, seriously. Huh, actually got that pretty close the first try. This is going to be the weird one. Because the way it cuts, I almost have to kind of like angle it upward. Five real people, 35 bots. Could be. Though to be fair, I wish the bots would watch more of our videos. Views are views, man. On a high note, the top teeth were much easier to cut than the bottom. In a way, this is kind of like weird whittling. So with a brick of wood, it's with a plastic figure. Real feelings and emojis in my lungs. I need some emojis in my lungs. That doesn't look bad. Now it's just kind of cutting out this tooth. Oh, that looks pretty good. Side angle, front. Hey, Godzilla kid. The Screech, that is my child upstairs. I mentioned earlier, but whenever my wife is changing her diaper, for some reason, she just screams at my wife. She's usually pretty good with me. But I don't know why with Jessica, it's just like she acts like my wife is murdering her. All right. And now, I'm kind of hoping I can maybe get these out in one solid-ish piece and then just glue them into place. Also, I'm wondering what the heck is this right here? I got like a blob of like yellow paint hanging out of this teeth. We're trying to make them look like a little more movie accurate because I think I'm gonna repaint it a little bit too. But for the most part, I like everything about this, but I hate the teeth, and I want it to be longer. So that is what I'm aiming to do. So I'm going to heat this jaw up with the heat gun, and then I'm going to try my best to get these out in as much of one solid piece as possible, and then try to like impose it to make my life gluing a little bit easier. If I can't, I can't, but would be cool. Jim's team's toy doesn't work. I got drills and everything. We can do this. We're gonna fill some toy cavities. It's gonna be great. I really should have muted the notifications. Hold on a second. Let me see if I could do it without murdering my phone, because the stand is not the best thing anymore. There we go. All right, we're good. Ooh, squishy soft. I tend to do everything on low heat with the heat gun, just be on the safe side. I have melted a figure before. But I'm just going to take it nice and slow. Like I said, I want to get this out in as one solid a chunk as humanly possible. Kind of like that, where you see it's still laced together a bit. The only problem, this tongue's going to be a little bit in my way. I'm kind of hoping I can work around that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back the way I came. It's a little thicker here. So this is where you got to be really careful with the Exacto blade, because once you start getting resistance, eventually I'm going to hit a point where that resistance isn't nearly as hard it is right now, and that's where you're going to have your biggest scary problem. So I'm going to just take it nice and slow. I usually just apply a little bit of pressure using my thumb. so that I'm not using like my full arm to try to get this thing to move. I'm just applying a little pressure in that way. Blood for the blood god. Don't give me that bad juju. I was like, shoot, the one time. Sadly, I never did another commission for the guy, but there's one guy that I was. There was the turtle that I was trying to carve out parts of the turtle. And when I was carving, my knife slipped and went right into my wrist, and I felt it go all the way to the bone. Oh, I still get shivers thinking about that. It sucked. So that's why I always tell everybody, be super careful. I've sliced my thumb open pretty deep. I've stabbed myself in the wrist. And like I said, you'll see me doing something I don't quite recommend other people doing. I'm kind of curious because I should be hitting resistance right about now. Or, oh, actually, I'm pretty close. I'm going to put this on the table real quick just so I can go downwards. And try to yank that up. Alright, so the teeth, one solid piece. There is a ton currently in my way. I'm just going to cut the ton a little bit. Hopefully I can kind of free it. There we go. So that's out. We don't want the ton though. Kind of see where my holes line up here. It's just trying to pop that through. That ton is on there. There we go. Now I just gotta clean it up a little bit. That section. I still got a little bit of ton hanging out right behind. Jaw piece here. Like so, these are always the scary part. To be honest, I probably could just leave it there. Sandpaper? It's a little too small here to really worry about that. What I'm probably going to end up doing, to be honest, is I'll take some rubbing alcohol and remove the paint off the teeth. So whatever paint I've removed from doing this will come off. Be good to go. Plus this stuff's like pretty soft. So sanding it, you're probably just going to end up causing more problems than anything. There we go. So we got the jaw off. And now it's just taking this. Probably trim the bottom off a little bit. And I'm trying to figure out where I can line this up and how many teeth. It looks like 3. So 4 and 4. That's what I'm aiming for. So that can come off for now. That can come off for now. And then once I glue it in, it'll be about that thick. Who's Masky? If it's the dude wearing the mask, that's upstairs right now, so I can't. Careful, SpongeBob. Oh, that's sweet that you made a custom Mecha Godzilla. Yeah, it's upstairs right now. I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna look the same as with the pictures. I haven't touched it since I did that one. I still got to do the black rim around it. Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of commission stuff. So I plan on working on that more so I can up the size on it. Real quick though, I'm just going to kind of clean up some of the extra vinyl hanging off of this tooth. Wherever this is. Okay. Ooh, cool. I don't have to try to clean this up. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue. Nothing crazy. Take that and try to line it up without getting my fingers in it. You know, it looks pretty centered. I think I'm slightly off, but that looks pretty good. Because I'll probably take a slight bit of epoxy putty and just go over top of this just to clean it up a little bit. So what I'm doing compared to the original, so that's the new lower jaw. That's the old lower jaw. So I'm trying to just get more teeth in there and make them smaller. It's the same with this. I can use now on the upper teeth here and just kind of line it up and bring it around. Which I'm going to take that piece off. Double checking. Yep, okay. A little bit of glue. Hold that in for a second. Oh, the extra head. My only problem is I don't have another dinosaur to do this with. So I'd have to find. I'd have to see if I could find. I'd have to get another dinosaur head, and then I don't know. So far, we'll have to figure out how long the stream's gonna be. Okay, so the one side was 4. This side should be theoretically 4 too. Just a little bit of glue. Don't want to go super crazy on it. Just enough to Put that in. God, that looks already so much better. Rawr. Delicious Dungeon kind of does. Oh yeah, that Grogu video was hilarious. I enjoyed doing that one thoroughly. Oh, for this front section, I kind of want to feign, but I don't want the goof like the overtly goofy teeth, and that's what I was kind of thinking with the toothpick here. I think will do me justice. And just put a little bit of resin over top of it. Oh, Grand Rapids. I don't know if we'll be able to make that one. Funny enough, I've already met what's his name? Is it Rob Paulson? The guy that was Pinky? Next review will actually probably be tomorrow. Just debating on. That's actually what I want to go with. I kind of want something a little pointier, if I'm going to be frank. Because I have the upper teeth here too. Problem is the upper jaw. When we did the hammer video, kind of smashed that part up really good. I'm wondering about anything that'd be a little bit better. Hold on 1 second. Hi, buddy. What you got? Oh, you know what? I wonder if this would work. Got some Warbler. I might be able to shape a fan. Hot, 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 hot. Yeah, that actually probably worked pretty good. Please don't stick to my thing. Yeah, like I don't need them super long, but I do want them a little bit longer there. So I think that's where I'm going to be. Now the trick is getting it attached. Oop. Back your fan. It's probably what I'm going to do after I glue these in is I'm going to heat them up just a little bit just to kind of warp it in the direction that I want it to go. Fun note. This stuff's great. It cures the resin pretty quick. Or not the resin, the glue pretty quick. Just a little bit of heat. Just hopefully bend them in the direction that I want. Let me lower jaw. Yeah. Might need to be a little bigger. So we'll just yank them back off. We'll retry it. Thanks, Figure Industries. Oh, actually, you know what? Now that you mentioned that, hold on a second. Okay. Not in the room, though. Oh, where did I see those? I actually have some. Hey, there we go. Nice call out. I totally forgot these were hanging out. Oh, the only thing that's going to suck is because of the angle that it's going to be at. I'll probably stick with the movie if I do paint it. Oh, this is going to be a hard one. So I kind of need it like there, I think. And then I'm going to get a little bit of an angle out of this thing. Which is easier said than done from a guy that doesn't have any pliers. Okay, we're on to something there. Just need a bit more of a drastic angle out of it. See if that works. I know. Get out. Oh, this is running over, bro. Tweezers. So I got tweezers. I do. Oh, I got these. These will probably work. Don't need you to glue to my thing though. I don't want to squeeze too tight because I don't want to cut it. Kind of think the glue might have dried already. Rolling around everything. Tooth, need you to kind of cooperate a little better here. Now roll around on my hand. How's everybody doing? Oh yeah, you'll have to shoot me some pictures of the computer for sure. Hey, Godzilla King. Do. I think Casey's watching Bluey upstairs. To be honest, I think these teeth are going to probably look like how they did originally. Hey, custom guy. We'll see. Because I don't mind them being a little bit rounded so that for the sake of oh, I didn't stay at all. Yeah, these are a little too fat anyways. To get the right look. Actually, to be honest, I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm just going to take an extra one of these teeth and just use these. But I might use one of these top teeth. Because when I close the mouth, it's going to look kind of weird anyways. But after the fact, like I mentioned, I might take some toothpicks and fill in some gaps here and there. So now we got the... Not like quite movie accurate teeth, but better than what they were, and especially for like toy photography, this will look a little cooler, especially painted up. Like I said, I'll probably take I'll probably get something a little smaller, like these toothpicks, and then kind of mix them in between the teeth here just to give them a little bit more character. But I still gotta pick that stuff up, and we don't got enough time for the stream. Because real teeth. I think cat would maybe be a little bit too big. Kitten teeth. Kitten teeth, where it's at. Oh, that'd be horrible. Okay, but I am curious. The other fun bit is how well these parts interlace into each other. Because I know for a fact I can't really reuse this the top two sections very well. Honestly, 3, but I was kind of thinking I might, if I do go crazy on this, I might extend out the fins a little bit longer on here anyways. That's probably where the warble is going to come in handy, is making little frills to connect these pieces. But these 2 sections for sure are way too big for me to use. At least I think. Maybe not. If I do go about that, it might work. I know the top I can't. But my thought is the rest of this I can, though. So outside of the tail, kind of hoping that, oh, it's a different size ball joint. Balls. So I'd have to use that piece. That one was what wasn't in there. All right. This is the other section. Oh, that's actually... It gets smaller. So it's that ball joint went into there. Because that's too big. Oh, that sucks. You know, if I'm rambunctious enough, I can get that to work. Problem is, as I mentioned before, I need this. Well, I still have a good one on between the two. Because my thought is I can just yank this out, replace it here, and just glue it in. And then it'll be... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong piece. Maybe that's my problem. Oh, that's totally my problem. Okay. All right, so there's 3 sections I can't really do anything with. Because the problem is it really shrinks once it gets to here. For this tail piece. That and the ball joint's also the wrong size. And with what I got here, I don't have an extra piece for that anyways. Unless I really want to kit bash it. I can maybe give it like proper ball joints. So that's about as big as you can, about as long as you can make it with 2. Now again, if you had an extra one. Whoa. Lost everybody. Don't mind me. I'm trying to touch things. Problem is this smaller tripod, it was not designed for I zoomed in on myself. Not designed for this case. So now we got this much length out of it. Just kind of show how much longer it is now. I actually did bring the Hayek on to kind of show size comparison now. I dig it. Just two Drownvipers. Honestly, it's probably good enough. All right, I'm gonna try to angle you guys down. Just we'll manhandle it next to the con real quick. Now it's like granted, he can't really hold his weight too well. Trying to see if I can use con to kind of help. But that's pretty sweet. If I do say so. Like I said, it needs a bit of little paint job work, and I'll probably modify it a little bit more. Can the extra parts form a short one? Oh, let's see. Make a baby one? Oh, we can. Oh, God. That's curse looking. Oh, that's funny. But yes, you can. The unusable parts. I'm trying to think of, like, I feel like this could almost work for something. It reminds me of the YMSF Manda that I got hanging around here. It's very similar to that. In terms of, like, what the shapes can do with it. But I will have to, like I said, I'll have to wait to finish doing what custom work I'm going to want to do with this until after the video review. So like I said, we'll have to make the fins congruent, at least in this section and this section here. So I want to make these kind of connecting a little bit better. But other than that, I definitely got what I wanted done. Now if I just had a little stand to go along with it, like that works pretty darn good, if I do say so. Just got to mess around with the teeth a little bit more. But at least they look better than what it was. So I will consider that a success. Like I said, I'll probably take some of these little toothpicks. I'm thinking about getting like the dental picks. I think would work really good. And just those really thin ones, and just kind of like interlacing them a little bit here and there. Just give it a little bit more depth. But that's super sweet. That worked out better than I thought it was gonna. Because when I was looking at it, I was like, man, it seems like if you just connect more joints. So like if you keep buying more of these, you can use the same sections over and over again. So you can make this thing as long as you really wanted to. I think this is pretty serviceable. And getting like the height that you see in the movie, looking over it, I think is pretty cool. Painting this thing's gonna be a nightmare though. At least the way I want to paint it. But anyways, I think we're gonna call that good for the live stream for today. Like I said, it'll be a review of the it'll be the model kits tomorrow. They'll be going up. And then I got a bug on Nez because there's another another hammer video that I kind of want to put up before the last one. So I gotta see if you can get that one edited. But yeah, no, I'm digging this. Yeah, stop. My phone really wants you guys to be zoomed in on my teeth, I guess. I guess you guys just gonna get a really big close up of my face. Right? It's horrifying. I'm sorry. I don't want this to happen. I don't know why it's doing this. I wonder if it's because of the screen. Maybe the screen got dirty or something? That's the only thing I can think of. Anyways, you can help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. Also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys, like keep up to date with you and donate. Greatly would appreciate it. If you guys like to pick up some collectibles for yourself, link in the description for CowkissToys.com. Save 6% off your order. Code Steve Cowkiss at checkout. Anyways, I'll see you guys next one. Bye-bye.